Okay, excellent question. This is Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show, and Richard S., different person, have been enjoying your travels, enjoy the reading. I wish I had the guts to do the same. Okay, Richard, this is what I call an attaboy email, but it really is a good question also, because having the guts to do the same. I really think the biggest problem you have in life is that you're talking to people that are, well, the biggest problem we have is travel writers. Everybody, they romanticize the rock, right? What do you call it? Romancing the stone. They romanticize the travel. They glamorize. They hyperbole. They sensationalize. They make this into a lot bigger deal than it is. And I truly despise that. Yes, there are places where when I went to Iraq, I finally realized that no matter what you did, you're not going to follow me in. But there's 3 guys that came in, and one of them shouldn't have been there. But, you know, following in my footpath is not good. But because I'm an adventure traveler, I like to go to dangerous places. But a lot of times I'm not in dangerous places. I was just in Togo, not a dangerous place. Okay, so having the guts to, you know, so if I empathize with Richard S. here, I wish I had the guts to do the same. It's really, that's not normally the problem with most people. Well, that's not true. They basically, the monthly bills is the problem. Okay, but what I recommend you do, if you really want to try to explore this concept, is somehow block off 1 month. And I don't want you to be a tourist. I mean, everybody wants you to be a tourist where you're going to go ding, 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 go to 16 different places in 16 different days. That is dangerous, okay? Find one place and just try to give yourself a vacation, live abroad vacation. Go to some place that's really simple, stay there for a month, live in a room for, you know, $15 a day and have Wi-Fi and just take it easy. That's why Lago Atlan is so easy. But the distance from Lago Atlan to the airport is a long way, so it's a little tough. But there's places that are simple, that are maybe that could be a little easier. I'm thinking Cuenca might be easier. I'm sure it's a cheap place. Lago, you know, even though their international living's been pushing it up to buy expensive houses. I'm going to Vicabamba. You know, it's all about your personality at the end of the day. And to have you take 1 month, go park it, have a hotel, and do it. And in a way, this is what my live abroad seminar in Lago Atlan is. It's basically, you pay me $500 and I make sure that you stay in budget. There's also, you can just do consulting, right? A guy went to Costa Rica and he asked me all these questions, and you know, he paid me, I don't know, $150 at the end. And you know, he's asking me, like, should I take my, I don't know, Apple computer? Should I wear these clothes? I said, you know, some of these things, they tell you have to have all these special clothing. I wear my normal clothes everywhere I go. Okay, I have special secret pockets I put in, and there's things I do that, obviously a shirt without a collar dries faster than a shirt with a collar, but if I really like the color. I don't wear dark colors because they wash easy. I don't do all that stuff. I wear colors that make me happy. But the best thing to do here, for Richard, if you really want to have the guts, is man up and pay $135 for, you know, 3 hours worth of consulting, and we talk on Skype while I'm home here, and we can talk it over and over and over, and you might find that once I answered some of your basic questions and qualified your needs. When I say qualify your needs, I mean, I talk to you, I get to know you. Go, if you're real timid when I'm talking to you, I know that. If you're already got some global knowledge of stuff, I start to understand. If I drop the word Ghana and you don't know what I'm talking about, then I know, you know, what kind of thinking you are. if you've actually been to a bunch of very dangerous places like Mexico, I know it. I can say, hey, you know, Mexico is one of the more dangerous places on the planet. And people go there all the time acting like it is. You know, there's places they go that are, I mean, there's places, my mother was just telling me about danger in America. America, if I wanted to say, what's my chances of dying, getting shot, it's much better in America than about anywhere on the planet. I mean, the chances of you getting shot and killed are really, really slim on the whole planet. Even in America, unless you're just going out there asking for it. You know, doing drugs, staying up to 4 o'clock in the morning and, you know, buying boom boom girls. That's a good way to do it. There's a lot of people get killed in Pattaya, and they actually think that's one of the safer places. Pattaya is Pattaya, Thailand is a very dangerous place. Well, I've never been there, but I just know that I got this little Google alerts that says American killed, German killed, Swedish killed. I put these alerts, and then foreigner killed, and it basically gives me an email every time somebody gets killed. Well, except for Google alerts don't work very good anymore. But I get a lot of emails when people, actually what's funny is a lot of people fall off cliffs. I have never believed it, but there's a lot of people go hiking and fall off the cliff. You know, just recently there was 20 people in, I think in base camp in Nepal that got killed in a landslide. I try to monitor all these things because I like to know, like just some people got killed, some journalists got killed in Kabul. And I like to monitor them because I enjoy the more challenging travel. But call me up, talk to me, pay $135 and stop reading so much. I mean, the websites, they are annoying. I can't even hardly get on a travel website or a travel book because they make their 1 6-month journey into the world's most difficult, challenging thing on the planet. They glamorize it like, I'm doing the trip that nobody on the planet can do. And then they sell the tourists this great adventure. And you know, there's, you know, in Africa, I'm laughing, most of the tourists in Africa are over 65. They come on these tours, I think Netherlands and Italy and, let's see, maybe, those are the ones. Netherlands got a lot of tourists going. They're all 65-year-old people, just, you know, put in the back of a vehicle, boom, and you think, you know, because they have the Netherlands, Holland. I got to say Holland. Holland has a much more understanding of the world, and they just want to go places. But in whatever you do, if you're going to do this, Richard, do not go on a cross-country tour of one of these countries. You have to sit in one place long enough until you realize it's safe. These cross-country tours will make it so you never go on another trip because they're so torturous by the time you're done that you really didn't have the live-abroad experience. You had a tour. So if you're going to travel and you want to go do something, go stay in one place for 1 month. It's the best thing you'll ever do in your life. It's the best gift of mental sanity that you could ever have. I used to recommend, I went without putting on shoes in Pia de Cuesta, I think, for 2 months. Pia de Cuesta in Mexico. I didn't wear shoes for 2 months. I walked on the beach, walked up and down. I mean, to live your life never putting on shoes for 2 months is a luxury that few of us will ever enjoy. But I recommend you do it because if you want to get out of the rat race, that's the way to do it. Get away from the rats.